the BBC trying to explain anything about fakeness is just a joke. Now I haven't read this. I haven't seen it. I just saw the title of it and I thought, you know what? God damn it, I'm going to talk about this shit. So, let's have a look. What is fake news and how can you identify it? If it's on the BBC? No. Fake news can sometimes very closely mimic real news. Zoe Kleinman takes a look at where fake stories come from and how they travel. This is part of a series by the BBC on disinformation and fake news, a global problem challenging the way we share information and perceive the world around us. Well, I like the way it says, search to see more stories and learn more about the series, visit bbc.co.uk bbc.co.uk/fake news. As if that's probably what they should just call their news stream anyway. I mean, the BBC don't do the BBC do fake news? Fake news is hard to define, but they definitely do crap news. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's see what they got to say for themselves. It's gonna be crap though, I know it is. Here we go.
Fake news is not just news you don't like. Fake news is designed to spread confusion and obscure the truth with lies, hoaxes and conspiracies. And there's a lot of it around. In the summer, Facebook warned millions of us that content we'd seen on our news feeds had actually come from accounts linked to Russia and Iran. So how on earth did it reach us? Fake news is often posted on legitimate-looking websites and social media pages. The stories are designed to be sensational or controversial, making them more likely to be shared, especially if they back up our existing beliefs. Sometimes they're even mixed in with real news stories. Fake news can be amplified by bots, automated accounts designed to look like real people. There can be millions of them commenting on and reposting stories to make it look like the story's going viral. Then, when celebrities or organisations share them, they lend credibility to the fake news. The social networks are working to limit
Oh, why is it failing? See that? I even went for a piss. This is what happens when you go for a piss and then this shit is coming up. Ah. Fail, fail, fail. It's just a fail day, isn't it? This is... Oh, fuck this shit. I don't know what's going on, guys. Internet's become a problem. Apparently the internet just doesn't like me today. Internet hates me today. Technology hates me. I don't know what I did to it. I've always been pretty nice to technology, but apparently today it fucking hates me. Well, anyway, I mean, what she was saying there is like fake news starting in Russia and is deliberately doing this blah 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 blah. It's not. Look.
Fake news is often posted on legitimate-looking websites and social media pages.
See, no. She's saying like fake news is posted on legitimate-looking Facebook pages and websites. Yes, right. There is a lot of fake stuff, agenda pushes, like a lot of stuff about vaccinations that's been going around. That's a huge thing that apparently has been controlled by Russia. But yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of the flat earth stuff is perpetuated by Russian bots because that's big out here. So yes, I've seen a thing which was deplorable from a website talking about not too long after Grenfell Towers, and said and some people shared it. Like I said, I just know so many idiots that share shit on Facebook. It's brilliant. Someone shared something and I can't remember what the website was called, but I have cited it somewhere before. But it says, like newborn baby found, like, I want to say 12 weeks after Grenfell, but that's a bit even too unbelievable. 12 days. I think it's 12 days after Grenfell Tower disaster. So after Grenfell burnt down, this story saying they found a living, breathing baby at Grenfell Towers, and people sharing the story and going, "Oh my God, that's amazing!" Like, you know, that's not the worst. I mean, it is bad fake news. Obviously, it's terrible, but it's not like it's not divisive. Do you know what I mean? But that's, as in what she's saying is, yeah, it looks like a legitimate news site, and there are a lot of these sites that look legitimate. But that's not. But I like the way that the BBC are trying to sort of deflect away any criticism or you know, send you off the scent of accusing the BBC or any establishment media for printing what is, or publishing or broadcasting what we consider to be fake news, because fake news is like quite broad. There's like I said, the whole anti-vaccination stuff that's getting passed around a lot, that a lot of people, I know people who are questioning vaccinating their kids because of this propaganda that's been pushed around, which has been proven to have come from Russian bots or similar, which is really bad, because that's like, shit, that's your kid's health. But you know, but a news story saying they found a living baby in Grenfell, 12 days after, it's just nonsense just to get shared. I don't think it divides I don't think it divides us. No, I don't think it does anything like that. I don't think it's I wouldn't say it's evil, it's just ridiculous and tasteless. It's tasteless and ridiculous, but I wouldn't say it's being used to divide us. It's not being used to divide us. But not inoculating your kids, not giving, that could kill your fucking kids. Okay, that's bad. I mean, that's really bad. So yeah, when you talk about that kind of fake news coming from legitimate looking websites, blah blah blah, that's not the epitome. That's not what fake news is all about. Fake news is all about also just the bullshit you print and publish. And the BBC's been doing it. All these established news outlets that we had so much trust in, like the BBC and CNN. Now I remember when I went to Ivory Coast when I was a kid, first time I seen CNN, we're staying at this expensive hotel. It was all paid for by my godfather's future wife. She's a very well-to-do lady in Ivory Coast. And that's I don't know where I just thought I'd drop it in. We're staying at this hotel and they had CNN, was like the only English language thing they had on there, because they speak French out there. And that's the first time I've seen CNN. I was like, alright, this is international news, it's just news. It had some sort of credibility, like it had, there. I was like, right, this is big boy shit. This is the big boy shit. Oh, CNN, news, trusted. Now it's just a fucking terrifying joke. Same with the BBC. The BBC is just a joke now. They make terrible documentaries, even worse comedies. As I said earlier, the only thing they got going for them is their wildlife documentaries. But even the Guardian want to piss all over that. And they do print a lot of nonsense. Broadcast a lot of nonsense. I've seen a lot of nonsense on the BBC. They're not as bad as others though when it comes to accurate news reporting. But this is establishment media going, old school media going, no. Fake news is these weird websites. You see weird articles. Oh, they're fake news, and they're controlled by Russian bots to get inside your mind to split the country apart. It's like, nah, man. The reason like that term got coined so well by fake news is that because a lot of news organizations are so partisan that they just leave out vital facts, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about division amongst the people. It's all about ratings, and it always has been. It's terrible, because the more they divide us, the more they got to talk about. If we're out there killing each other in the streets, if we're out there like punching each other just because someone's left wing and someone's right wing, and you see each other somewhere and it's on, it's like, oh, let's just go punch each other, let's go kick each other's heads in, then they can report on that. So they just perpetuate this cycle of nonsense. That's what, don't be don't get like, there's propaganda, and then there's fake news, and then you got just clickbait. It's all kind of the same. I think fake news is an umbrella term. It's an umbrella term. We should use an umbrella term so we can identify crap. You know, just crap. Like the way they use racist these days, which they just throw around like no one's business. You should. It should. Fake news is sort of the umbrella term. You got the different pockets, like I said, clickbait, foreign interest propaganda, and then old media propaganda and new media propaganda. You know, it's just propaganda. You know, come on, like, you dirty bastards. Let's see what else is going. Come on, let's.
The stories are designed to be sensational or controversial, making them more likely to be shared, especially if they back up our existing beliefs.
So that's clickbait.
Sometimes they're even mixed in with real news stories. Fake news can be amplified by bots, automated accounts designed to look like real people. There can be millions of them commenting on and reposting stories to make it look like the story's going viral. Then, when celebrities or organisations share them...
Well, let me just make a point there. It's not looking like it's going viral. It is going viral. Just because they're bots. It's still going viral. They make it go viral. It's not looking like it's going viral. It is going viral. You see, just by saying that, I could say you're fake news right now under the criteria. That's my criteria. Anyway, go on.
They lend
Go on,
credibility to the fake news. The social networks are working to limit...
So that's when it started to break down. I don't know what's going on there. Well, yeah, okay. It's the BBC though. You can't take it seriously. Their comments on what fake news is, it's just laughable. You see so I'm just dropping stuff away. The problem is that the old media is dying. The BBC is dying. You know, after all the paedophile scandals and stuff, and then, you know, they got called out for being too white, and now they've got actual, you know, the BBC actually have affirmative action there. You know, all these things have come at them, and the fact that no one watches television no more, and how do they counteract their diminishing returns? How do they counteract the fact that people are just watching stuff online more? They make worse stuff. This is what I understand. The BBC's way of combating their decline is to make worse things. Crap comedy, crap documentaries, crap news. They just make worse stuff now. That makes no sense. Why didn't you start making better stuff? Like better stuff than you get online. And instead they attack people. They do hit pieces on people. Same as The Guardian, same as all of them. And then they do this and they start telling you what fake news is. Man, there's so much fake shit on the fucking BBC, it's ridiculous. They just... BBC, you're so out of touch. It's sad. I just thought